Thank you for watching the Black Space Project. This is the recording that you've been waiting for. This is the upload that you've been waiting for. Let me try to get this out as quick as possible because I do not know how much information storage space I have on my phone. All right, so the SMD, I believe the SMD is responsible for this 19. I say this because I've known, and I haven't got these videos out yet, that the SMD is capable of putting out different pandemics like the flu, the common cold, the measles, and stuff like that. Why? Because the outbreak happens simultaneously in many different states at once here in America at a certain time of the year. I have been outside and have witnessed, sitting in my car, and this is somewhat related, as like a tiny mist appearing on my house. And what I told you about the SMD is the second one. Conveniently being put to sleep, waking up, seeing that the mist is being further put down onto the house, as if you're spraying a spray paint gun or something like that. But this is very subtle. But, okay, so I was thinking, let me fool this thing and let me make myself feel like I'm going to sleep. And I close my eyes and I'm slowly looking and I'm seeing this mist appear on the house. And this is not condensation because it's not quite the time of the day for this to happen. This stopped since I put up security cameras with infrared capabilities, by the way. I haven't seen any kind of markings like that on the house, and I've sat out in the car and everything like that. It's completely stopped. So I believe the SMD is 100%, in my opinion, because of what I know, and I've spent many years coming up with this idea before I even decided to speak on it. I believe the SMD is also responsible for 19. Why is it doing this? Well, let's see. That kind of goes back to a theory I haven't quite put together yet as to why, but may have something to do. I'm not going to go there right now. Let's not worry about the why. Let's worry about the what. So what I need for everyone out there to experiment with is getting an infrared camera. The military also needs to be involved in this also. Don't sit on your butts and just sit there and just thinking that this is just a medical problem. No, it's not. It's spreading in such a way that's just way too fast for anything else. I believe that the SMD is either doing this by way of manipulation of the DNA, also emitting a radio frequency to interfere with the air in front of you. I think I put that in one of my videos, where this SMD can actually emit a radio frequency to interfere with the air in front of you, which is it could, in effect, make you suffocate. And by the way, what I'm seeing these people dropping in China, I think that what's happening is the SMD is swinging around right in front of them, targeting them, making them weak, making them subdued at the very same time with the high output beam that it does, and also interfering with the air at the same time. And it's probably done this over a repeated period of time. These people have probably been targeted over a repeated period of time, sleep deprived over a period of time, and there you got this situation where it's easy for this thing to be, it's easier for this thing to knock people out the way they're doing it. And so that could be the absolute thing that could be happening here. The SMDs are, in my opinion, causing these things. So one thing I've noticed that the SMD does not like: strobe lights. It does not like strobe lights. A fast flashing strobe light. Fast, 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 or even faster, whichever the one it does. It does not like that. It will shy away from that. Transparent materials such as this right here doesn't like that either. I got that hanging from a rearview mirror. Or reflecting its own signal back at it with a conventional mirror. It hates that. Being shot at with a high intensity light or laser. But it's better to do a light because it's more wide beam. Visual light. It doesn't have to be infrared. It doesn't have to be a laser. But I've got the best effect off of a visual light. High intensity visual light. So that's my information that I wanted to put out and do some experiments out there. I advise and encourage the military to get on this, no matter how ridiculous it sounds to you. Just follow the information. I have done some research on this, and if you just want to sit around and watch people drop, go ahead. But honestly, listen to what I'm saying. I know you all have listened to me one time before when I have gave warnings about this thing because I've seen you flying overhead. So you take something that I say serious. So the SMDs, in my opinion, are causing this. They're manipulating people's DNA. They're manipulating the air. They're causing effects in the body. And the one last thing that excuse me, I'm just trying to speak fast, that's all. The one very last thing this SMD is doing is manipulating the air to the point where the air is useless when someone tries to breathe. So don't fall asleep in your car in your driveway with the window down in the summertime, with the window down, or probably with the window up, because I have experienced that before where I've had a suffocating type of situation. And if it wasn't for something in the neighborhood that woke me up, I believe I would have just suffocated, because I woke up with my heart pounding like crazy. This was last year sometime, when the SMD was being targeting me in my sleep while I was sleeping with the window down. Not so much so when the window was up, isolated air. So that's another thing too. So if you isolated air, that's another thing I want to say about that, isolated air. So strobe lights, I think that's our best defense right now. And cameras, it avoids cameras, any cameras. Do not use your cell phone camera, I've already covered that. Using your cell phone camera and another SMD swings around to try to look to see if it can be seen on that screen, it's going to continue doing what you're doing on your cell phone. As some type of defense will become useless if you sit there and just hold it thinking that, okay, well, it don't want to be seen. Well, the second one's going to go check it out to see if the alien can be seen, and then it's going to become useless. So it can only be used for like a split second, and that's it. All right, let me upload this information. Thanks for watching the Black Space Project.